Keir Starmer's just given away to Chagos Island, and who's picking up the tab? The British taxpayer. Stay tuned. Hello Envy UK, it's Pete. Welcome back to the channel. On this one, we're going to chat through today's dramatic signing over of the Chagos Islands. Now, before recently, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know the Chagos Islands existed, their strategic importance, or who actually owns them, who wants to own them, why we've got to give them up. So, I'm going to cover a bit of detail here now. So, it started in 1965. Basically, it was a separation of the island due to changes in Mauritius. We covered Chagos Islands, Mauritius, and there you go. You can actually do a lot more research than this video. I just want to talk to you about the deal itself rather than the history, because the deal is going against the sovereign grain. We owned the island and have done since the early 1800s, yet we're now giving it away. After nearly 200 years, we're giving it away to Mauritius, and then we're going to rent it back from them. So Keir Starmer, the everyone harmer, has just said that the point of them buying the islands, giving the islands away and renting them back is because there will be international legal challenges against our sovereignty on the islands in the forthcoming future. Now, interestingly, Grant Shapps, when he was in power as the Foreign Secretary, said he had those same threats laid out against him and nothing materialised. So someone's called Keir Starmer's bluff and he's folded. And that's our leader. Anyway, the deal is worth £3.4 billion over the next 100 years, averaging out £101 million per year. Bear that in mind, because we can't afford our pensioners, we can't afford students, we can't afford the business owners, the farmers, and who was the one the other day? I mean, the fishermen. I mean, I can't keep up with the amount of people this guy is inflicting damage to. And what for? To give it away to the rest of the world that's never paid in. How annoying. Anyway, so £101 million for the next 99 years going straight into the coffers of Mauritius. Now, this is dangerous because Mauritius cozy up to China. That's right, China. And, well, they're not good for us, are they? So I'm worried about this. I'm worried about this. And what does Keir Starmer say about it? I'm not going to play the whole thing, challenges with copyrights and stuff, you know, but I've got two short clips that I want you to see and I'll take the hit for it. So the first one is Keir Starmer when he's announcing the deal and he's going through it. He basically politics and he drags in, look, watch this.
Against it, Russia, China, Iran. And surprisingly, the leader of the opposition and Nigel Farage are in that column alongside Russia, China and Iran, rather than the column that has the UK and its allies.
Okay. And the leader of the opposition and Nigel Farage. Talk about cheap dig. Cheap dig. So that's what they think. He thinks that Nigel Farage and Kemi Badenoch of the Conservative Party, Nigel Farage of the Reform Party, are in the same boat as Xi Jinping, as Vladimir Putin. You may as well just chuck, what's the guy in North Korea? Hong Kong Pui or whatever his name is, I don't know. Anyway, him as well. You may as well chuck him in the mix. That is a cheap dig because Nigel and Kemi do not operate in the same methodology as the other guys listed in that. That is a complete and utter misleading to the public that these people would be in the same league as those dictators. It's completely false, even for me. And then the dislike I have for the Conservative Party, for Kemi, for all the tripe, because they are Liberal Democrats dressed up as Conservatives. Even she doesn't deserve that. So there you go. Right. So then, there was a twist to the story as well. In the early hours of this morning, there was a High Court injunction against the deal. I mean, we were all on the edge of our seats thinking that the two ladies, the two Chagossians, I'm going to go with that. I didn't know it was Chagossians, two Chagossians, females have bought the court, brought the case to the court saying it's in breach of their human rights, which it is. They don't want to be a part of Mauritius. They want to be British. They've got Britain in their flag. They are British to their core. Check this guy out.
This Prime Minister just treat us like, I don't know, worse an animal. And have the audacity call himself like a human rights lawyer. He works only for himself and his close friends.
I feel that guy there, right? I can't go full credit to Martin Daubney, GB News. Go watch it. It is fantastic. I just took a little extract out of that, but you can see it on their YouTube channel, the full interview. Very powerful. This guy come to the UK 23 years ago. He served in the British Army. He gave himself up for this country. And this is how this Prime Minister, this socialist punk, treats him. It's not fair. It's absolutely not fair. This guy was prepared to pay the highest price for us. And look how we treat him. We throw him under the bus. What for? Because international court might frown upon it. Keir Starmer, I just can't even say his name. Anyway, what do you think about this? Leave me a comment. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. It's very emotive, very sensitive. I feel now, yeah, leave me a comment. Subscribe if you would. That would be fantastic. I'm on a mission. I'm just worried now that the King of Spain is eyeing up Gibraltar. The president or prime minister or whatever it is in Argentina is fired up his chainsaw and he's eyeing up the Falkland Islands, because all they need to do is complain to the International Court of Law that this is unfair, and they'll come down on Keir, and Keir will just take it all away, take it away now, and give it up. Right, anyway, that's it. That's my moan over, and that's the crux of the deal. Sorry for balance. I've got to bring balance. Keir Starmer's defence as to the cost of it. Two defences. He says, firstly, it's 0.02% of the defence budget. The defence budget is what the payments are coming from. Cheap. And the second defence was, it's cheaper than the annual cost of maintaining a aircraft carrier, military naval vessel, which is about £100 million a year. And you got tons of cash. You've reamed every demographic of society, every single aspect of tax reclamation you can get, you've done. So where do we go? Where do we go now? What happens in the autumn or the next budget? I don't even know when the next budget is. I don't want to know. It's that bad. I'm dreading the next budget with Rachel from accounts, who's now got to find like another 100 million for someone. Don't even get me started on David Lammy. He is a massive sensitive point for what he come out with supporting Hamas earlier in the week. In fact, I could do another video on that. I'll do another video on that because let's separate the two. Anyway, if you got value from what you saw today, like the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all my subscribers who are watching. Let's get a few more on board and I'll see you on the next video. That's Pete from MV UK.